Hello, I'm Jack Reed, principal of Emerson North Alternative High School, and I'd like to welcome you to our school. Here at Emerson, I believe that our past does two things. It either moves us forward or holds us back. If we learn from our past, it'll help move us forward. If we're stuck in our past, it won't. I want to commend everyone for accepting and knowing that we are a good pathway for you to reach your high school graduation. I'm really proud of each and every one of you. And I want you to know that I don't live in the past. So whatever circumstances have brought you to us, we're happy for you. We're here to help you, and we're here to serve you. So allow us to do that. We want to provide you with a good quality education in a way that is conducive and comfortable for you. So again, welcome to Emerson, where you determine your future. I want to go over a few things during this orientation, and then I'm going to touch on our Title I program. To begin with, we are like every other Oklahoma City public school. We have a closed campus. What that means is that you cannot just come and go as you'd like. You can't leave campus to go to a store and buy anything. You can't leave campus at lunchtime and then come back. We're a closed campus. If you leave campus, you've left for the day. If you have an appointment and you get checked out from the office, that's different. And if you're an adult student or an unaccompanied minor and you've checked out from the office first, then you're allowed to leave. And if you need to come back or you're going to come back, you would let us know, and then you would be allowed to come back. But if you just leave, you're gone. And you'll be back the next day, but you've finished your day once you've left campus. For these first 9 weeks, that should not be an issue because we have virtual learning. But I'm doing this orientation for everyone so that if we go to face-to-face meetings or we have students back in the building, you're able to understand that we are a closed campus. I want to stress how important it is that we communicate with one another. And what I mean by that is if something's bothering you, don't let it fester. Don't let it just pent up inside you. Reach out to a trusted adult in our building. We have a social worker, we have counselors. You can come talk to me, you can come talk to Miss Roach, my assistant principal, and we are here for you. So if we can't help you directly, we will point you to the resources that you will need, whether that be in-house or outside agencies that we have partnerships with, that we can reach out to and get you the help you need. What I do know is no matter what the issue is, whether it's a student-to-student issue, whether you're having problems at home, whether life's kind of slapped you in the face, you're having a problem with your teacher, you're having a problem with me, I want you to be comfortable and be able to come in and express yourself. Let us know what the issues are so we can fix them. Because no one wants you to come to school and be uncomfortable. No one wants you to feel awkward or unsure of yourself. And I reach out to the parents and I ask you, if your child is a little off their game, if they seem a little bothered at home but they're not talking to you, I don't want you to worry, that's normal, but I would like you to let us know. And maybe it's nothing, but if it's something we can reach at the early stages to help, that's a step in the right direction. I also want to tell parents that I understand. Sometimes your child's going to come home, they're going to tell you something, it's going to anger you. You're going to probably pick up your phone, you might even call me. I'm okay with you being angry. I'm okay with you calling and you can get it out. I tell students all the time, if you come to my office, whatever you say in here is okay. You can yell, you can scream, you can just about call me anything you want, because I've probably either been called it before or it's not going to shock me. But once all the emotion is out, once we get that all out of our system, we can sit down and start working on the problem. Because what I've learned is problems can't be solved if we're in a heightened state of emotion. And once we've calmed ourselves down, once we've gotten it out there, then the job becomes, how do we solve it? How do we make it so that the student is able to proceed towards their goal? And that's what our objective is. So I want parents to know that I'm open to all communication. If you want to call, make an appointment, if I'm not in a meeting and you happen to come by the school, I will meet with you. I just would suggest that it's easier if you make an appointment, because then I can carve time specific to you. And students, I want you to know that my door is always open to you. So I want you to feel comfortable and be able to come in and let me know what issues you're having. So that's very important to me. We do have a dress code here on this campus. The dress code is school clothing that's appropriate for school. And what I mean by that is I don't have like every boy or girl has to wear a polo shirt and khaki pants. What I mean is you don't come to school dressed like you're going out to a nightclub. You don't come to school dressed like you're getting ready for bed. You don't come to school dressed inappropriately, like you're going to the beach or you're going to hang out with your friends. You come to school dressed somewhat business casual per se. That means you can wear jeans, you can wear khakis, you can wear any type of pants that are appropriate for school. And I don't have restrictions on those ripped jeans or distressed jeans that are popular in today's wardrobe for adolescents. I will say though that if those rips are above the knee, I would ask that you wear some type of athletic shorts or leggings underneath them to cover the skin. And that's my only ask. I don't have a color restriction. I do say that you do have to have closed-toed shoes, tennis shoes preferably, but any type of closed-toed shoe that's appropriate for wear. I'm not talking about house shoes or pajama shoes or anything like that, but regular shoes or tennis shoes would be appropriate. There may be occasions every now and then where say for example, senior picture day, the ladies might want to come in dressed in in really nice clothing and different type of shoes. Those are exceptions, but for the most part, I'd like for you to review the dress code and abide by it. I think it's fair. Please don't wear clothing that have references to drugs, alcohol, tobacco, sex, or any of the other stuff that would be inappropriate for school. And please understand that we want you to gain an education here. We don't want your clothing to be a distraction. If there's a question on clothing, myself or Miss Roach, who's my assistant principal, will be this final decision on whether the clothing's appropriate. If we deem your clothing not to be appropriate, there's different actions we may take. We may give you something appropriate to wear. We may say that it's not appropriate, but it won't hinder the education for one day, so we may allow you to wear it, but we'll ask you not to in the future. And then the final case would be we would ask that somebody bring you something. If they're not able to, then we may have to send you home, depending on your age, to have the appropriate clothing. So I just advise you to wear what's appropriate for school, and we're all old enough to know what clothing is appropriate and not appropriate for school, and use your best judgment. So that goes with dress code. And next issue I want to talk about is student classification. And what I mean by this is a student can come here thinking they're a senior, and they've been in high school for the last 4 years. They've been moving along. They made it. They got to their senior year. You get here, you're all happy, and then I have to reclassify you as a junior, sophomore, or even a freshman. Let me explain. Your high school years are determined by how many credits you've earned. And if you haven't earned 16 credits, you're not classified as a senior. You'll be whatever lines up with how many credits you've earned. And it's important to let you know that now, because I don't care what you tell your friends, and I don't care what you tell your family. I don't care what you tell everybody else on this campus. But your paperwork will reflect the proper grade level, because in order for us to put a graduation plan together, we have to deal with reality. And if you only have 3.5 credits, I've got to be honest, even in our system, you won't graduate by May. You may get close, but it'll be a very difficult task to make up 4 years of education in one academic year. So we be honest with you right up front. Now I will tell you, we do grade adjustments every quarter based on the credits you earn. So as you earn credits, you'll be adjusted up or down, or not down, but up in grade level. So, you finish your first quarter here, we call them quadmesters, and you earn enough credits to move from freshman status to sophomore status, then you'll move to becoming a sophomore. You earn enough credits by May, you may be a junior, and then you'll come back the following year and be able to continue on with that course. So just know that we will be putting you in your right classification upon intake here at Emerson. One last issue I want to talk about is cell phone. I want you to know that cell phones have a place, but they're not in the classroom. And so we ask that you power off your cell phones while you're here on campus. You can use them at lunchtime, you can use them during breaks, but unless the teacher specifically lets you know that it's okay to use a cell phone in the classroom, you are not authorized to use your cell phones in the classroom. They can be deemed a hindrance to the educational system here at Emerson, and if that's the case, I can ban your cell phone. I don't want to do that, but usually we will talk to you first. I'll remind you that you're not authorized to use them in the classroom, and I'd say 90% of the time that's all it takes. And if you fall under that 10%, where we have to have more than one conversation, I'm gonna tell you that cell phones are not going to take up a lot of my time. So um, please do not use cell phones if you're in the class. Parents, guardians, if you need to get a hold of your child, please do not call them while they're in class. If you call the front office, we will pull them out of class, and then they can call you from their cell phone in a way that's not going to disturb their classmates. So please take note of that. And students, if you have jobs that want to text or call you during your school day, it is your responsibility to let your bosses know that you're in class and you're not able to take phone calls or text messages during these time periods, and that will be determined on your individual schedule. I do want to talk to our parenting students for a minute and let you know that we do have a child care on campus that you can use. You're able to use that child care as long as you're attending classes here on campus. If you leave campus, you must take your child with you. So you can't come to campus, drop your child off, and then leave, and then come back at the end of the day and pick your child up. That's not how it works. When you do that, you affect funding, you affect the ability for the child care to be used by others. So please don't put us in a position to have things happen that really could be prevented had you just followed the right steps. Again, we have resources for our students and families. We have a full-time social worker here at the school. She works here closely with our families and also agencies in order to get everybody the help and support that you need, whether it be a student or even a family issue. Sometimes we're able to refer families to agencies that can provide support in housing or in getting you resources, clothing, food, all kinds of different avenues there. We also have a teen parent coordinator, so if you fall under that category, whether you're a father or a mother, you can speak with our teen parent coordinator, and they have resources that can also be available to you. We partner with a lot of agencies that have been cleared through OKCPS in order to provide services for our students. So if you need a referral to one of these agencies, we will help process that so that you can get whatever services and help that you might need at that particular time. So I want you to be open with us and let us help you, and so that you know that you're not going through anything all by yourself. We are here for you, and we are here to help you. I want to let you know that we do follow the Oklahoma City Public Schools Student Code of Conduct, and we try to use PBIS strategies, that's Positive Behavior Intervention System in schools. So we follow the main three rules of being safe, being respectful, and being responsible. And so if everything you do with that mindset, you want to be safe, you're not going to do anything that's unsafe, you're respectful, you talk to people in a way, in a manner that you would like for them to speak to you, and you're responsible. You do things when you say you're going to do them. You follow the rules, and you do your part. And if you disagree, you do so responsibly, meaning that you can come in, talk to me, and we can look at issues that you might not agree with, and we can find a solution to it. But if you work under those three guidelines, then PBIS here at Emerson is going to work smoothly, because those are our three guiding principles. And so common areas like bathrooms and hallways and foyers, libraries are set up that way, where we have common behaviors. Also classrooms, each teacher will be using those three guiding principles to set up, hopefully with you in mind, their expectations and procedures that go into the classroom. Big important piece here. We operate under the quadmester system. And what that means is we have 4 quadmesters in an academic year. And we every 9 weeks you will earn semester credit. We are competency based and not seat time based, so as long as you're moving forward in your courses and you're taking advantage of the help and you're attending regularly and the teachers are helping you learn your subjects, you're going to pass those classes and you're going to earn credit that would normally take 18 weeks to earn. Every 9 weeks, we will look at your credits that you've earned, and then we will adjust your grade level based on the credits you've earned. We offer 7 classes, so it's possible for you to earn 3.5 credits every quarter. That's 7 credits every traditional semester. And so if you took 7 courses and passed all 7 courses each quarter in one academic year, you can earn or make up, in essence, 14 credits. And so I don't advise that you take more classes than what you can handle. And everybody has an individual case. Only you know how many classes you can handle. But I will tell you, if you work late and you can't get to school by first hour, I have 3 flex start times. You can start hour 1, hour 2, or hour 3. That's basically 8, 9, or 10. You can start during those time periods. It just means that if you start hour 1, yes, you can take 7 courses. If you start hour 2, the most you can take would be 6. And if you start hour 3, then you're taking the minimum of 5 courses. And there is a 5-course minimum, because by state law you have to be here a minimum of minutes. And in a 5 period course day, that will meet the minimum requirement. It works the other way. You can start first hour and leave after 5th hour. So I don't want you to think it only goes in one direction. For those of you that work earlier and may need the morning schedule so that you can get to work in the afternoon, we offer that flexibility. I will tell you though that it will, depending on your individual situation, it could extend the time that you need to come and be with us in order to complete your high school diploma. But we're here to work with you, and we will do everything we can to accomplish that. The important thing is that for every 9 weeks, you will receive semester credit. Your part in that is that you have to attend the classes and you have to pass the classes. So, you're going to gain an education here while you're at Emerson. We're not just giving you a diploma. I want you to understand that. Our teachers will work and do everything they can for you, but you have to actually put in the work to receive your diploma, and I know you can do it. So that's a good way to accelerate, especially for my older students who are getting close to aging out. In essence, you could complete a big chunk of your education in one academic year. So keep that in mind. Attendance is vital. It is essential that you are attending your classes, whether it be via virtual learning where you're logging in and making an effort in your classes, or if we're meeting face to face, you're actually showing up. Two reasons for that. One, students learn better when they attend class rather than just getting packets and trying to work on their own. That's always seems to be a sticking point with students. I get a lot of students who come in and they say they need that teacher to help them with their work. So our teachers are here to help you, and you need to communicate with them so that they can do an effective job of helping you. The other reason for that is if you work late and you can't get to your first hour class, and you've taken a first hour class, what you've done is you've prevented another student from being able to enroll in that class. In alternative education, we keep our class sizes at about 15 to 1. That means 15 students get into a class with one teacher. That's our max. And so if I've got a class that has 15 students in it, and you're one of those 15 students and you're not showing up, and I have another student that needs that class for graduation, you're preventing that student from being able to get that class and graduate. So please, it is much better to not take that class, to start at a later time and work your schedule and work your individual situation. And we will help you. Our counselors are here to work with you, and we will do everything we can, but your attendance is important. It's important to stay here. It's important to learn, and it's important to have others not held up because of a lack of attendance or a lack of motivation. So if you're struggling, let us know so we can take care of it and we can find a solution. I'm sorry, not communication, but bus passes, transportation. The district does not offer transportation, so we do Embark. We have a 30-day Embark bus pass. That 30-day Embark bus pass is good 30 days from the first date of use, and it's good for all the hours the buses run. So it is your responsibility to renew that bus pass before it expires. Usually the week before it expires, you can come in and get a new one. We have day passes for those of you that might forget your bus pass. We do offer a day pass. It is not meant for you to come get a day pass every day, and it is not a replacement for your 30-day bus pass. But in those rare occasions where you don't have your bus pass, maybe you work the night before, your pants that has your bus pass in it are laying on your bedroom floor and you just forgot it, we understand. And we'll do the best. You're not going to get stuck at school, but it is your responsibility to take care of that 30-day bus pass. If it's going to expire on a Saturday, Sunday, a day where we don't have classes, or a holiday, then you must get it renewed before then. Having an expired bus pass is not an excused absence. So please make sure that when we do come back to campus, you have your bus pass and you're able to use it to get back and forth to school. Last item I want to talk about before I start talking about Title I program is our committees. We do have committees that parents and even students can serve on. We have a PBIS committee that deals with school climate and discipline. We meet every 2 weeks in that committee, so I understand there might be a time constraint, but we would appreciate any time that we can spend with you to to talk about those issues. And we also have a Healthy and Safe School Advisory Board that we encourage a parent or even a student to be part of that team. And those meetings occur not as often, but maybe monthly. And if you're interested in serving on those committees, let me know and I will get you in contact with the proper person for each of those committees. Now I'd like to transition and talk a little bit about the Title I program here at our school. And what Title I is Title I is federal funds that our school receives based on our free and reduced lunch population and being designated as a low achievement school. And the state Department of Education has alt ed funding for alt ed programs, but federally the Title I budget is funded with federal money. That's money from the U.S. Government. There are two models of a Title I program. One model is a school-wide program where every student in the school benefits from the federal funds. The federal funds are used to increase overall achievement for all students and not just a selected targeted student group. Targeted assistance is restriction of the Title I funds to only those students who qualify as either low achieving or free and reduced lunch or their lower socioeconomic status. And I want to tell you that our school, Emerson North, is a school-wide program, meaning every student benefits from the federal funds that are provided. I want to tell you that there are forms that I have on the Emerson North webpage. Under the Family tab, if you tap on Title I, you will be able to find our family engagement policy. You'll also be able to find the right to know, because if a teacher is teaching your child and they're not certified in that subject area, you have a right to know, and we would send out a letter to you explaining to you that your child's being taught by a teacher who does not hold that certification, and then it explains what your rights are under those cases. We also have our Family and School Compact, where it has the parents' responsibility, students' responsibility, and the school's responsibility. So that's on there. I also want to let you know that part of being a Title I program school is that we have a school improvement plan. And in that school improvement plan, we list out our SMART goals based on data. We list out our action plan. How are we going to meet those goals? And we also have in there how we're going to use resources and what resources are going to be allocated to this or that. So if any of you are interested or concerned or want to see the Title I school plan, the budget, how we're spending the money, how we're using it for our students, all you have to do is contact my secretary and set an appointment, and I will pull that information and we can sit down and I'll go through it as brief or overview of it or as detailed as you'd like. So please understand that I'm willing to do that if you're interested. How can you help? If you want to be part of the Title I budget committee, we usually meet in the latter part of the year unless there's a reason to meet sooner. And we usually do the planning for the next year. So if you're interested in serving on that committee, all you have to do is contact me via my secretary, set an appointment, or just give us your contact information. Let her know that you want to be part of the Title I committee, and we will contact you when we have a meeting. Other than that, I would like to once again thank everyone for choosing Emerson North as your alternative high school. I want to again pledge to you that we are here to serve you. We are here for you, and we want to help you reach your goal of either high school graduation, catching up on credits so you can return back to your school on track with your classmates, or whatever other goals that you have for attending Emerson North Alternative High School. We are here for you, and I really appreciate that you've chosen our school to attend. Thank you very much. Have a good day.